As we mentioned moments ago, the Marion County Health Department, along with Mayor Hogsett, announced today schools in the county will not be able to start in-person classes until August 5th due to a rise in cases. Well, this as the state leaders are laying out plans for schools to reopen. RTV6's Nicole Griffin is talking with parents about their ongoing concerns and the questions they have tonight.
We are hearing from two mothers who have children in Wayne Township schools. One of those mothers says her son's doctor has actually advised her not to send her two kids back to class. Meanwhile, the other mother is preparing to send her two girls back. We talked to her about the plans in place to keep her kids safe.
It's sad that he's not going to be able to start middle school the way that, we would like to, but you got to roll with the punches.
Shannon Singerman's son, Caden, has a lung condition. Because of that, both of her children that attend Wayne Township schools will do e-learning this school year.
His health, all of our health, comes first, and I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that he stays safe and healthy.
Meanwhile, other parents in the district are choosing to send their children back to the classroom.
I'm not really wanting to, but they said, Mom, we're not doing very well in e-learning.
The state's guidance for schools includes younger students staying in small groups and seating older students alphabetically to help with contact tracing if there is a positive case.
7th and 8th grade and 9th grade or even higher, they're constantly switching around, seeing different teachers. That's my uneasy point about that. I don't know how they're going to actually fulfill them being in small groups.
The district superintendent, Dr. Jeff Butts, says the Marion County Health Department is asking them to come up with a plan to reduce capacity in school buildings. He says it is difficult to keep high school and middle school students in small groups, but seating charts will help.
We know that there is research out there that says if a seating chart is alphabetical in the same way in each classroom, for instance, front left corner starts with A and you work your way down the row to the next row, etc., that there's a 24% reduction in the number of contacts that a student would have during the day.
According to state guidelines, if a student does test positive, the school will identify who spent more than 15 minutes within 6 feet of the person for the 48 hours prior to symptoms or a positive test. All of the students identified will be required to quarantine for 14 days. Working for you, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
The state guidance states that if one student in a pod tests positive, that pod will need to quarantine. If there are 2 cases in the classroom, the entire class would be required to quarantine.